Hey, there we go. It's finally doing the thing.
Do the thing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Guns N' Radio podcast. Your boys, Chris Caputo and Dustin Bones, are here for you today.
Back again, back live again, and holy shitballs, we got a lot of stuff to cover. A lot of news in rock and roll, a lot of crazy shenanigans and such going on.
I know, it seems like ain't nobody act right when we try to take a few weeks. Well, not even a few weeks. We took a week off, and all hell breaks loose.
We had literally the biggest interview so far in the history of Guns N' Radio last week, which if you haven't seen it, the full thing is up on our YouTube. If you want just the interview itself, it's there. You want to watch the full episode, it's also there as well. So definitely check that out as well. After this, obviously, you're going to want to watch this episode right now that we're doing live and in person. What's up, Leaks and Roses?
Leaks and Roses already up in our, already in our comment section. I should say. There we go. But yeah, that was a great interview we had last week, man. When we talked to Aga from Wigwam.
Yes, sir.
My other favorite band. I listen to Wigwam just about as much as I listen to Guns N' Roses, if not more so. So it was a pleasure having him on, and that he took time out of his day to come and be with a couple of fuck ups like you and me. So, and speaking of fuck ups, welcome everybody. We're glad you're all here too. So,
hell yeah!
It looks like we got our usual cast of suspects in the chat section. We're going to get to all of you guys and much, much more. Oh God, do not say that name again, brother.
Oh no,
we are forgetting that fucker exists. So anyway. No. We got a lot to get through. We got a shit ton of rock and roll news. We're going to review Nothing to Say by Slash before we go home tonight. So with that, shall we begin the show? Chris Caputo.
Dustin Bones, I think it's about time we hit that intro. We're already like 2 minutes into the show. Let's get right into it.
Fuck yeah. That's not the intro, goddammit.
We're skipping to the end. We're working in reverse.
No. All right, let's try that the fuck again.
Oh, I thought we were going to tell a really good story here. Imagine like we start with the end and it's like, oh gosh, another Duff McKagan song at the end. And it's like, wait, how did we get here? Well, here you go, guys. That's a great storytelling plot device. I mean,
I know, right? You're probably wondering how I got here.
It is at this moment you knew he fucked up.
Next time we try to do one of those cinematic kind of sketches for the show, next time we're in person together and we tape something like that, we'll have to keep that format in mind. And we'll just start the season with you probably wondering how I got here.
We'll keep that for the finale.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Make them wait a whole year again.
Finale, who knows? Yeah.
Oh man, welcome to the show, everybody. We are happy to be back here.
Always.
Franz is with us in the chat as well. Welcome to the show, folks. And man, speaking of YouTube, man, we have got a lot to celebrate over here in this YouTube world because this week we hit 2,000 subscribers.
Woo. Thank you guys. Another milestone hit. We're like almost at 2,100 right now, so that's pretty damn good.
I know, man. We're already up again. So you guys, thank you. Everyone who is subscribing and joining us here on our YouTube channel for these special live podcasts in celebration of our favorite band in the entire world. Sometimes not so much, but for the most part, it's a celebration, I think.
Oh, yeah,
of the band Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, we can only talk about it so much. I mean, we talk about now it's more we just talk about rock and roll in general and just the whole landscape in the world of all that shit. So
there's a lot to be talked about also.
Definitely. I mean, especially coming up, in tonight's episode this week here on Guns N' Radio.
Yeah, because there's so much news that we missed out on last week. Because, last week, two things happened last week. Okay. We knew we were taping the show because of Thanksgiving. I was going to have family over. I couldn't make it. So we knew we would be taping the show anyway. What we didn't know was that Aga was going to be joining us up until the point that um, the pre-tape decision had been made. So that was just icing on the cake to make that a great episode, probably our biggest one yet, in our opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys will go check out Wigwam if you haven't already, because I know we've talked about it off air a lot, Chris. We've been trying to find an excuse to watch one of their music videos on here for years. We had a bit planned at one point where we was going to feature a few Wigwam videos, and then the person that we were going to record with that day kind of fell through at the last minute.
Oh yeah,
And
I remember we did watch a music video. There was a while back. I think it was the first single from their last album. I did a video for. We did a music video watch along for that. That was before we started doing the whole live on YouTube thing.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what the fuck we've done in the past.
Yeah. I remember we
try
watched
to dig it up in the archives.
One of these, on these episodes. So.
Okay, maybe we can find that and isolate it and post it as a separate video later on. We've got a lot of content coming up also for you guys, because I'm going to tell you one thing: when we're not, just because we're not posting, like we didn't post a whole lot this week as far as shorts and single videos go, but we were working on some stuff. We've got some good shit cooking up in the background that we're going to be hopefully releasing on you guys in 2024. So we got some exciting shit coming up. But first off, let's talk about tonight, because tonight's pretty exciting too, because we're going to be reviewing one of the best Slash songs. We can say hands down, we've both heard this song before. We're pretty stoked to be going into this one tonight. We're going to be listening to Nothing to Say, featuring M Shadows from the original Slash and Friends album. And I'm pretty stoked about that myself. I've been looking forward to reviewing this one ever since we've had it in the wheel. So
definitely, I can say the same thing. It's one of those ones that's been looking forward to. I mean, there's a good half of this album, the first Slash solo album, was definitely looking forward to reviewing, and even some of the later Miles Kennedy stuff too.
Yeah, some good shit all up in there. And we hope that you guys are ready to have some fun, and let's talk about some rock and roll. But first off, let's get some uncomfortable shit out of the way immediately from the get-go. And let's get some of this news covered on rock and roll.
Yeah.
Headline news. Item number 1. We're going to talk about Axl Rose has got a brand new lawsuit on his hands.
He's getting Me Too'd up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, so what exactly happened?
Yeah, so it was just very random. It was like out of nowhere. I guess this former Playboy model, I think it was. I don't know if she was a Playboy model. She was something like, or she's a Hustler model. Sorry, she's a model for Hustler magazine.
Oh, yeah, there's a difference.
So I guess that's why maybe he hates Bob Guccione Jr.
Oh,
I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, it's basically
Penthouse. It was Penthouse.
Oh, it's Penthouse. There we go. Sorry, I'm confusing my I read it for the articles.
My smutty magazine.
Yeah, I totally read it for the articles, not just for the bush.
That's right. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all very similar, anyways. But this model, whatever, I guess, alleged that she was.
Don't say any trigger words that's going to piss off YouTube. Let's just say
some interaction happened between her and Axl, and then that she was, I guess, didn't consent to, or something along those lines of that, or she was very uncomfortable with it.
A non-consensual activity, forbidden activity.
Yes.
There we go.
And
so
that's what happened. She's trying to, I guess, I don't know what the outcome, what's going to happen with this. I mean, Axl Rose, through his lawyer, basically denied this ever happening.
Yeah, I got the quote here. According to Axl's lawyer, whose name is Alan Gutman, The quote that I've got says, simply put, this incident never happened. Noticeably, these fictional claims were filed the day before the New York State's filing deadline expires. And that right there is just shady enough for me to kind of be leaning into this bullshit territory.
Yeah.
Though he doesn't deny the possibility of a fan photo taken in passage, Mr. Rose has no recollection of ever meeting or speaking to this plaintiff and has never heard about these, again, fictional allegations prior to today. And I don't know, man. I kind of believe that because the whole waiting to the last day situation.
Yeah, so the whole thing behind this was I think New York had some thing about, the statute of limitations is basically, null and void until a certain date. And I think that's even also why like there was a couple cases of Steven Tyler getting, sued over a couple of cases of, sexual harassment, misconduct and stuff as well.
Did
That
they
we've
wait
heard.
till the last day also?
I think I heard about that a week before this one happened. Or
Uh,
or right after when Aerosmith had to stop the tour. And then there's
okay.
a second case of it happened. I remember the first one was, I think that was written about an autobiography or some book or something about Aerosmith or Steven Tyler or something. People want to fact check me on that one. But
Hmm.
yeah, so that's basically it. Like this was filed literally, I think, right before the day before Thanksgiving. Um,
I mean, I hate to call it out like that, but it just sounds a little, bullshit.
it kind of does because then I think even people like on like Twitter, even people in our Discord were like, okay, this girl here, whatever, basically had her own book as well, and she talked about this whole encounter with Axel. Yeah, see, even Franz here basically took the words out of my mouth. So
Says Franz says she wrote a book in 2006 and mentioned the case and having peace with it. I guess she smelled money and heard about Fernando. Yeah,
that's,
yeah. I
yeah,
guess she
that's
thought it'd
my
be a good
thing.
time to
Yeah,
dogpile on.
probably. Yeah, I was like, listen, they're gonna start bleeding money. Might as well take a few grand off of it. Who knows? I mean, like, especially because like if there's conflicting stories like that coming from the person, the victim in this case.
Hmm.
Like it is kind of definitely like weird. It's like why would you claim it was consensual and like, then twist and
Yeah,
be like it's this horrible thing. Like
yeah.
all of a sudden
Something
now.
just ain't.
I was gonna say, especially in 2016, that was like the height of this whole,
Yeah,
um Me Too stuff and everything. So
yeah. Something smells fishy here, and I don't care for it. But I guess we'll keep an eye on the situation and see what happens.
yeah, I feel
Um,
like it's something that's gonna be settled like out of court, and that's it. And it's gonna go by the wayside. I mean, it was covered by like many major news outlets and stuff. I think CNN even picked it up, which is like, wow, really?
yeah. Well, they're always looking for something. You know what I mean to
Yeah.
negatively talk about. But I don't know. I've been wrong about these in the past. I could be wrong about this one, but I doubt it. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like something don't fit seem right here.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely very iffy because I think even in interviews, even the same thing. I guess when she was promoting that autobiography of hers about her and Axel and whatever happened here.
yeah. Let's see. Oh man, front. We ain't gonna laugh at it now. We ain't gonna make jokes now. Come on.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyway, let's move on to a different story. Let's talk about something a little more. A little more. We've covered it. We told you what we think about it. Might as well move the fuck on because I ain't really got.
there's
Sorry
not
if
much
it
else to
disappoints.
it. It was announced whatever. Now it's basically sort of out of circulation. It's old news by this point
Yeah.
in time. So yeah,
But something else happened this week. Another band that we mention on this show pretty regularly has played their final show. We're talking about Kiss in Madison Square Garden.
yeah. Last
And
night was the end of the road.
the end of the road, the end of the end of the road, the whole thing is over. But
Final.
then at the end of the show, Paul Stanley said something. He said, let me see if I've got the quote here. Basically, he said, we're not done yet. And then they played a video where they introduced these hologram versions of Kiss.
Mhm.
So it appears that you might be right about there being a hologram tour of all
I mean,
things.
it was theorized. I was like, "Fuck, they probably would." I think if one band could pull it off, it would probably would be Kiss just because, like, of
How
the,
over the
well,
top
just
it
of,
is.
the look and, the spectacle of the show, it could definitely pull it off. So it's pretty much, like, confirmed now that, yes, you won't physically see these guys tour, and rightfully so, they're in their 70s, they can't be wearing, 20, 30 pounds of all the stuff and all that shit, the
Yeah.
makeup. Yeah. So rightfully so, I feel like, they wouldn't want to, but they're living on and now in avatar form, it seems like.
Yeah. So we're gonna be. I don't know, man. A hologram tour. I'll go see it. I'll go see it once.
If it's affordable enough, I would consider it too, and, I'll even read, like, some, quotes and stuff from, it was reported on Bloomberg yesterday, literally right after the show ended. So Kiss agreed to let avatars created by, Industrial Light& and Magic, which is George Lucas's, company. So they basically created these new avatars that are gonna be basically, I guess, touring in the next couple of years or so, it seems like.
Yeah, it
Um
said that they're a Swedish company called Pophouse Entertainment that was behind the popular ABBA Voyage hologram show is going to handle how, where, and when the Avatar version of Kiss will roll out.
Yeah, and then now these guys have, like, superpowers, which is okay, that's pretty cool.
Well, they had superpowers in the movie we watched on Halloween too. So
That's true, and I literally saw someone in the Kiss subreddit be like, "Oh, now the Kiss avatars, the villain was right. Got his wish all along."
and in the end, he created Kiss to
Yeah,
destroy Kiss.
yeah, which is pretty crazy. Because I mean, like, listen, I guess this worked for ABBA, it seems like, because even when ABBA did this stuff, it sold almost 2,000,000 tickets, and it says the shows that rake in more than 2,000,000 a week just to
Oh
see
wow.
holograms of fucking ABBA, which is crazy.
Well, I mean, you get a hologram show, a laser show, you'll probably get pyro and everything, which I mean, you'll get a big spectacle, I feel like, if you go see it anyway. So, I mean, if it's 25, $30, why not?
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so it does say there's probably going to be at least 2 to 3 years to organize this whole, Avatar tour, whatever. But it looks like they'll be appearing in gaming, metaverse, or different vehicles. So expect Kiss in the next season of Fortnite, kids. So there you go.
They might even show up on this show.
Mhm.
I mean, Vince Neil does from time to time.
That's true. I mean, I
We
was
had
gonna make a bit about Paul Stanley making a quote
oh,
at the final show saying about how he really liked girls, but you know what? I can't do that to Kiss. We like him, so
yeah, well, we're gonna give them a pass on it on jokes and shit
yeah,
this
yeah,
one time since
yeah.
it's a historic day. But in a way, I'm kind of glad they're going to continue on and do something
Mhm.
because I was sad that Kiss was going away. I mean, I get it; they're pretty old now.
They're fucking old, man. Yeah.
Like, I mean, oh, hang on. So Franz says ABBA didn't perform for many years, and Kiss was physically on stage yesterday. Well, it's still like they said though. It's going to be a couple of years before it
Before any of that
goes.
happens, and who knows, we may still get a couple, Kiss cruises out of it, or
Yeah,
there's rumors that, like, Paul Stanley would tour solo, or, like, the Gene Simmons band would do, like, a solo tour and stuff. The only thing that does kinda suck, though, I think, for this last part of the end of the road tour, they had to cancel those couple shows in Canada, which is kind of
yeah,
unfortunate. It kinda sucks that you're never gonna get those made up to you, but
yeah. I can see that being heartbreakingly.
especially because, like, I even heard, like, they kinda, like, dicked around the fans too. They're like, "Oh, you can either get your refund or you're gonna get VIP tickets to, like, the next show." Because I remember they canceled the show in Ottawa and then basically waited till, like, the last minute in Toronto the next day to cancel that show. So, basically, anyone who travels from Ottawa to Toronto, which is about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the traffic and everything.
Oh
Um,
fuck! And then they
and
made
then
that'd be
yeah,
like okay, so Ottawa to Toronto, that'd be like going from here to Chicago, from
pretty
about
much, yeah.
Missouri to Chicago.
Mhm.
Oh damn, dude, that'd be rough. You get all that way, and then they've canceled that show too. Man, that's heartbreaking.
But
That is, yeah, especially because that's like the last time they'll ever be in Canada,
So a
physically.
lot of people probably did
Mhm.
then. But if you're just itching for some Kiss and you don't want to wait to see what's going to happen next, then there's a little bit of good news also on the Kiss side, and that's that
Yeah,
Ace Frehley has released the title track for his upcoming solo album, 10,000 Volts. And
and the track list as well is out too.
I don't have that track list. I kind of read over it earlier.
Yeah, I have it here. So you have 10,000 volts, the title track, Walking on the Moon, Cosmic Heart, Cherry Medicine, Back into My Arms Again, Fighting for Life, Blinded, Constantly Cute, Life of a Stranger, Up in the Sky, and then the final track, A Stratosphere.
So it sounds like there's a lot of Spaceman references.
Yeah, he's still pissed as always, man.
Yeah. Well, like I'm pretty have you heard the new song yet?
I have not heard it actually, no. I just saw this like today
I haven't
before we
listened
came on
to it
here.
either, so we
Yeah.
might we might do something next week
Yeah.
if we can.
Well,
We'll
for sure,
figure.
man. I mean, this is apparently big. Ace Frehley says this new album will make Paul Stanley, quote, look like an imbecile. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
That's not very nice.
yeah.
But yeah, so if there's some good news if you're just itching to get your Kiss on and you're a little sad that
Yeah.
they've gone away, then you can
Oh, or
always.
if you're Ace Frehley and still believe they really haven't gone away.
Yeah, Ace is pretty sure they're not done yet,
Dude,
but
Ace
I
is still
don't.
pissed, and like, who cares? You're a drunk, Ace. Shut up.
Yeah, but so yeah, there's a music video for it. We might watch that later on and check that out. What other news you got for us?
Oh, what else do we have here? I mean, today is Ozzy Osbourne's birthday, so happy birthday to the Prince
Happy
of Darkness
birthday!
himself, still alive somehow.
I know, right? How old's Ozzy today?
Oh, let me look this up. Hang on. I didn't even see this. It's probably at least like 80.
At least
um,
80.
75. I was off by like 5 years.
Oh,
But okay.
he's at least 80. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
75.
75.
75 going on 90.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of let me address this. Look, dude, we don't participate in leaking music here.
No, keep that shit
I'm
elsewhere.
I'm sorry, but we're not gonna do that here. Um what was I talking about?
About
Ozzy,
Ozzy.
happy
Yeah,
birthday. Yeah.
happy birthday, Ozzy. Some positive news before we get into some other crazier shit. I don't know if you heard the stuff going on between Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Yeah, what's going on? What's up with Hall and Oates?
Yeah, so Daryl Hall basically, I think, filed a temporary restraining order against Oates. So he claims that Oates was seeking to sell his portion of their joint venture to Primary Wave, which I believe is that company that's starting to buy out a lot of these artists' music catalogs. And
Okay.
yeah, so this guy's Primary Wave, this company already owns a portion of their catalog, but I guess Daryl Oates, whatever, John Oates. Sorry, I'm getting them confused now. God damn it.
I don't know their music, so I don't have
I
anything to
mean,
add to this.
I know like 5 songs of theirs. That's about it.
Yeah.
If you watch like a yacht rock documentary, you'll know everything about it. That's it.
So somebody wanted to pay money for this, and one of them didn't want to sell.
Yeah, so I guess Oates wanted to sell pretty much so I would have been like at least half the stuff right there, even more to Primary Wave, this music publishing company basically. And so they got a restraining order. Now there's a lot of legal stuff going on with this stuff. And now John Oates is like, "Oh, I'm disappointed. I have no idea why this is happening. All this blah blah blah."
Motherfucker,
So
you got the restraining order.
that was John Oates responding to
Oh,
Daryl Hall's
okay.
restraining order. Yeah, yeah, he was blindsided. But I'm like, who cares? These guys are old. I don't know if they even still tour anymore.
I know, right? Like, oh, somebody, FJ. There we go. I'm just gonna,
Bideful?
bidet, yeah, bidet file. There we go. Says that Ozzy was 75 at 30 and 30 at 75.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Hall and Oates, they're in the news again, and
Yeah, which is crazy. Now it's like, what? These guys hate each other. All right, cool.
nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, unless
So,
you're like my dad's age, then maybe you give a shit. Oh no, I can't see him at my local casino anymore. Why?
speaking of bands that are all fucked in the head, Spinal Tap is going to have a new sequel coming out
It's
next
finally
year.
happening with the original cast and original director.
That's right. Rob Reiner has confirmed that the sequel will feature the core members of everyone's favorite pathetic heavy metal band. And let's see, it's also going to feature Paul McCartney, Elton John, and Garth Brooks.
Fucking Girth, bro.
I
Girth.
think it would be great if Garth Brooks did his rock and roll persona. What was that, Keith Gaines?
Something like that.
Or
Yeah, I
Chris
remember he
Gaines
had
or some
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny if he played like,
Fucking Garth.
yeah. But dude, I'm pretty stoked on that.
Yeah, so that's gonna start shooting next year. May even come out next year. Who knows? If not, we're gonna get in the next year, year and a half.
Hey, how's it going, Jake? Thank you for liking and sharing our show, man. You're a good friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it says here that the sequel was originally announced back at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival,
And Con.
and huh?
And I believe it's pronounced Con. It's like yeah, it's like a big French music not music.
Canne.
Yeah, Cannes or Con. I don't know. I'm not French.
Okay, French people, you're wrong. It's Cannies. Okay, that's
Cannies.
spelled canny.
No, it's Raising Canes. Okay.
Okay,
God damn it.
if you don't pronounce it cannies, then you're wrong.
No,
Okay, because that's how you pronounce those
it's
letters
Canes as in
when you
Raising
put them
Canes,
together.
like the fried chicken restaurant.
Okay, at some fucking film festival nobody went to, they announced that it was going to go into production in 2024. Supposedly, the film will mimic the film The Last Waltz, the famous concert film that documented the performance of the band before they broke up.
Oh, that was a Martin Scorsese film, I believe. Supposed to be,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Martin
So the
Scorsese.
whole crew's back together. Spinal Tap has come back for another movie, which is gonna be pretty awesome. So I'm
And
very hyped for that.
here's a quote from Rob Reiner about it. He says the plan is to do a sequel that comes out on the 40th anniversary of the original film, and I can tell you, hardly a day goes by without someone saying, "Why don't you do another one?" For many years, we said, "Nah," and it wasn't until we came up with the right idea on how to do it. You don't want to just do it; you want to honor the first one and push it a little further with the story. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's go back to the chat here. Oh boy, Rabbi's here. He says Caputo wants the sequel of the Barbie movie for some reason.
Well,
I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen the actual one, so I don't really care for the sequel. So I'll be skipping both of those anyways.
Okay, so that's fine. Are we actually going to get Slash? Was Slash actually in that movie? I never did get. We were going to watch it at one point on the
No,
show.
I think he was on
And
like one of the. He did. Oh, he was on one of the tracks for the song. That was it. He probably just did like some. Let me guess. He phoned in a guitar solo from like fucking I don't know Abu Dhabi, like he always does nowadays. Sorry guys, I'm doing this song on fucking tour. Fuck you guys.
yeah,
You know,
they have. He has been phoning them in
oh,
from
the
time
last
to
year.
time.
So I mean, when we listened to that rock remix of that Demi Lovato song, I'm like, yeah, he
Oh
definitely
yeah,
phoned this in from fucking Europe.
yeah. He wasn't that interested.
Yeah,
And everybody's talking about GNR leaks. Okay, all I said. Okay, so this FJB says I think it's okay to listen to leaks because there's so many that I'll never hear otherwise. I didn't say there was anything wrong with them. I said we're not spreading them here.
yeah.
That's what I said. And let's see. I think you've listened to the Chinese leaks more than you've listened to the album. Duke Slayer says he's listened to them
50/50
more
toss up,
than.
honestly, for me.
Oh yeah, I've listened to Chai Dem a shit ton,
Mhm.
and yeah, I've listened to the leaks a lot too. Not the one we're about to talk about. That's why I'm entertaining this conversation right now is because we're about it's gonna. I'm segueing. I'm going somewhere. So Rabbi says if Slash was in the movie, then I say get back Bumblefoot and fire Buckethead. Well, I mean, why would you fire Buckethead's not there though? So why would you fire him?
Yeah, or I think he meant someone else. I don't know.
Yeah. And FJB says, "Am I the only one that loves Crash Diet?" And apparently not, because there you go. Anyway, let's talk about some of those leaks. Not really leaks, but
Mhm.
so what happened with the General last week? So it played on some radio set because this all happened while I wasn't paying attention. So
Yeah,
you
so
tell me.
apparently it was played on some, I don't know if it was an actual radio station or some internet radio station based out of Japan.
Hmm.
So then people, and I guess someone ripped it. I think it's been like shared across many different, forums, and probably
Yeah,
ended up in our Discord as well somehow. Um and people are trying to like try to decipher, is it the same one as the leak, or oh, maybe the mix is a little bit different.
mm.
Like, no one, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. And I think people are starting to get their vinyls earlier. I don't know if that was a fake thing or not.
I think that was somebody that was given it by Slash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because some
Yeah,
people are getting their vinyls shipped early to them. The 7-inch singles seem like. Then I saw somewhere else that like, oh, maybe these pictures are fake or something.
maybe. I don't know. I don't
I
think
believe,
they're
yeah, I
fake.
saw
I
something
just
on
think,
YouTube. Like I saw like just a headline of that, like a sort of weird headline that says like these pictures may be fake or some shit. I'm like, how the hell is that possible? Sometimes things ship early, man. You know?
yeah, I think it's a. I think it was an early release to somebody. I think somebody got it. Oh, here we go. Rabbi says it was an internet station streaming at 96 kilobytes per second. Dog crap, but it did have more bass in it, and the orchestra was louder there, and double the guitar. And I couldn't tell any difference. So if you guys could tell a difference with that radio version, then
Yeah. You gotta be a crazy audiophile to know that.
well, Rabbi is though. So
Yeah, he's our local audiophile resident over here. He knows
yeah,
that stuff.
he knows his shit on that. But I've got another thing I'm going to show real quick because this came up on Spotify, like a Spotify link came up with this cover art.
Yeah, that was shared in our Discord a little while back. There was a link to it, but it kept like I would just keep checking it here and there. It says page not found.
Yeah, I never got anything out of it, but apparently this cover art came up on Spotify mysteriously,
Yeah,
and then it vanished before anybody could click on it. So I don't know where everybody's getting this art from. I think they're getting it from the message boards,
probably, maybe.
and I don't know. I don't go to the boards. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So Rabbi says he uses expensive headphones. Well, I
Oh
use
yeah, I see
cheap.
you on stream with those AirPods Max, bro. I see you. I see you, bro.
Yeah. But right now we don't really know anything. I mean, if the Spotify thing is, I do hope it does digitally stream, but we don't really know any of
Mhm.
the anything about it yet. So
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
eventually it will. You can't. I feel like the streaming industry learned a long time ago about having certain exclusivity on things. I remember there was
yeah,
that whole war between Apple Music and Spotify fighting for artist exclusivity,
yeah,
and we all know how that went, and really that just led to more piracy and people saying, "I don't really give a shit. I'm not going to listen to this person's music anymore." So like stop doing the exclusivity shit. It's actually counterintuitive to what you want to do as an artist, or even as a management running a business, quote unquote, in general.
yeah. People ain't fucking around anymore. Like
Nah.
when you make it more, okay. The trick to stopping piracy is you've got to make the legitimate way of listening to music more convenient than the value of the convenience has to be greater than the value of getting it for free. And I think a lot of people are starting to learn that. But
Mhm.
like with this band, I don't believe. Yeah, Rabbi says the exclusivity
It
worked
didn't work
well.
for Best Buy. It worked for GNR because that was the easiest way to get the album to platinum status.
Boom.
Someone bought 1,000,000 copies. Yeah, it was a big box chain retailer, but someone bought 1,000,000 copies.
Oh hell yeah.
Doesn't matter, bro. We sold 1,000,000 copies. Fuck you, bro.
But I think if the Spotify thing is legit, I personally believe the records are supposed to ship out next Friday. So I believe if it's coming digitally, then it's coming probably next Friday. Now, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna hold. I'm not gonna bet anything on that. I'm not gonna take any accountability if it doesn't show the fuck up because God
Yeah.
knows they don't tell us any fucking thing.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying, like, it makes sense that it would come out when the record is releasing. You know,
Yeah.
I am said in our Discord, I was looking and they were talking about how it's coming to digital after all. And then Ian posted on there and said, is it too late to cancel that pre?
Yeah. It's never too late, kid.
I think if I'd heard the general before I pre-ordered it,
Yeah. If not, you can just sell it
probably.
on Discogs for a ridiculously high price. So there you are.
There you go. I can
Once
always
it goes out
sell.
of stock, whatever, boom, there you go. Demand goes up, man. Vinyl's a crazy thing
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, I miss the days when it was just trash and people didn't like it because I collected it back then. Now that everybody and their dog wants vinyl, price has gone up for me.
Yeah. Well, just even like the production of it has increased as well. I mean,
I
in
used to
that
go in with
case,
$40 and come out with a briefcase full. And yeah, that was nice. What other rock and roll news you got for us?
oh, so we have another tour announcement. Looks like Foreigner's final tour is continuing on next year. They're going to be co-headlining with Styx all throughout next summer across North America.
So this is technically the same tour, or is this Farewell Tour 2?
This is a different one. It says the Renegades and Jukebox Heroes tour with Styx and Foreigner, and who else is opening for them? Sorry, John Waite.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense. I mean, I saw Foreigner and they tore the house down this year. I probably won't go see them next year if they come back around here.
they are coming to the great Hollywood / Riverport amphitheater. So
No, I'm not interested though. I saw them. I'm glad I got to see them, but I'm not interested in seeing them again. I'd go see Loverboy again though.
hell
So,
yeah,
I
Canadian
mean,
legends working for the weekend.
yeah, I did. I actually enjoyed that show. It was pretty good, but they hadn't really announced anything next year. I'm probably not going to go to as many shows next year as I did this year,
Hmm.
but I am holding out to try to go to Wigwam at least twice. So we'll see what happens to that. And I know I'm going to see Jimmy Carr
Nice.
some point. Yeah, my girlfriend got tickets to uh, to that show, so we'll be going and seeing that. I'm excited about it. I mean, I ain't never really seen a comedian, but that I've heard of. So
Yeah, yeah, I've heard of him. He's does some decent stuff. I don't know. He's not like part of my like current sort of thing of comedians, but like I seems familiar, and I think I've seen a couple clips of him. So definitely something to look forward to.
Rabbi says he's seeing Loverboy next year.
Hell
Well,
yeah. They're
that's
pretty
good.
good, man. I've seen them once. They're pretty good. They can still go.
I know, right? They look like shit, but I mean, if you get past that, then you know, it's just don't worry about it. Don't worry about what they look like. You know,
Yeah.
and you get some good music because they, like you said, they do still tear the house down.
Oh yeah. I mean, for a band that's only had like a maybe two or three like big hits that are like easily recognizable, they still, they're still good.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got to talk about.
Is there any? I think we've covered most of this stuff. I'm trying to see what else there is.
You guys want to
Yeah,
talk about anything? What do you guys want to hear us talk about?
let us know, man.
Oh,
I think we covered.
I'll
I think
tell
we
you what
covered
we
most
hadn't
of the
talked about.
news. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't news, so I can get rid of this text thing here at the top. Hope you guys enjoyed that for
Yeah.
people tuning in.
Oh, I do remember.
And
There is one thing we forgot.
what's that?
Our Spotify Wrapped, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had some pretty good numbers over on Spotify Wrapped this.
Insane growth this year, guys. And just a big thank you to all you guys, whether you're listening here, live on YouTube, you're listening to the on-demand replay on Spotify. Crazy, crazy good stats this year, especially compared to last year. We ended up in a lot of people's top tens, top fives, and a lot more people are choosing us as their number one podcast of the year. So,
Oh yeah, our some of the stats that I saw. Let me pull it up on my phone because I should have made a PowerPoint of it and
yeah, I should have
everything if I'd have
too.
thought about it, but we didn't think about it. So let's see, 90. Our listenership raised by 96% in 2023.
Yeah,
So
I think even more
definitely
than that.
thank you to
Yeah.
all the new people. Yeah, and let's see. Let me find the stat that I am particularly the one that kind of made me all heart happy inside, because okay, so here we go. We for 2,862 people, we are in their top 10 list of shows that they listen to on Spotify
Yeah.
altogether all
In the
year.
top 5.
And then for the top 5, we have 2,421. But for 1,260 people, we are the number one thing that they listen to on Spotify.
Their top podcast of 2023, and that's just crazy. I mean, I think last year we were only the top podcast for like 400 and something people, and
Yeah.
now it's like quadrupled almost, at least 3 times over.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. For so many of you to even make it into your top 10 with so many podcasts out there, I know a lot of people that are going to listen to those numbers and be like, oh, that ain't shit. So and so's got 10,000. So and so gets 100,000. We don't care. We're not them.
Yeah,
We're
especially
two
for yeah.
we're two idiots that met on the internet,
Yeah.
started a silly little show, and so many of you have accepted us and have come along on this ride with us, and it does my heart happy to
Mhm.
have each and every one of you here with us today. So
Absolutely, man.
we love you guys. You made us kind of speechless. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, especially for like this is such like a niche podcast. How it started out, it's like, yeah, strictly Guns N' Roses talk. And now we sort of expanded it into, we were doing, the music video watch longs,
oh yeah,
talking more about rock and roll in general, incorporating stuff
yeah,
from
we've
other
been
bands and everything of other inspirations and stuff too. So I think that's really helped us too as well, just for the growth. And even now, us starting to cover more of the new stuff because I saw like our top episode was like, what the whole saga of perhaps when
yeah
that
when
we
that
got when the whole delay, the leak through the jukebox, the postponement of the release of that song, and like that gave us crazy numbers and like a shit ton of new fans and followers. We're like over 700 followers now on Spotify, which is
yeah,
absolutely awesome.
and all of that happened while we were supposed to be on a break.
Yeah.
and we didn't even care. Like, I don't think we'll probably take a long break like we did where we taped up like a month in advance again.
Hmm.
Rabbi says we deserve the growth we got, and I don't know about that, but I do want I am grateful for it. And Rabbi here, Cut of the Jib, has done a lot to also.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. We gotta give him credit just over the last, even this whole year, I think, since we started connecting, coming into contact with him.
yeah,
It's helped us a lot.
since we've met him, he's even behind the scenes, he's showed us a lot of things and gave us a lot of advice and stuff like that. And for that, we are very grateful. And Mike says we're the best. Thank you, Mike. We really appreciate that, man. We really do, man. I'm gonna say thank you one more time. We'll go on because I'm gonna turn into a blubbering idiot. But
Yeah.
to say, oh, he's calling you out, and yet
You
Caputo won't.
actually, first of all, you never invited me on your show, so you can send me a message, give me a time and a date, and I will be there anytime.
It doesn't work
Anytime.
like that. It's more
I
like
don't
a hey, are you busy right now?
well, you catch me when I'm busy, that's the problem.
I was on Rabbi's show. What was it on the 4th of July? I was outside grilling, And he messaged me. And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll do your show, but just so you know, I'm outside grilling for the 4th of July." And did the whole show standing next to the grill while I was flipping burgers.
Listen, man, I'll do your show, but depends. Most afternoons I'll be in the middle of the gym doing my workout. So
Uh-oh. Caputo started exercising.
yeah,
He's
god
going
damn it.
roid rage.
No, easy there. I'm not Scott Steiner. I don't need the roids, bro.
You're gonna do like Hulk Hogan and take your vitamins and say your prayers.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's vitamins were basically just HGH.
We didn't know that at the
Well, that
time.
was 90s Hogan. If this was 80s Hogan, it would have been lots of cocaine.
I don't know. Did Hogan do cocaine?
I mean, probably half those guys from the 80s like died about 20 years later from, heart-related issues. So it's definitely cocaine.
Sorry,
Hogan's still here somehow, so he politicked his way with, death incarnate himself. He said, "Let me stay another 30 years, brother."
The Grim Reaper showed up, and Hogan was like, "I don't work for me,
I
brother.
don't do the job, brother. Creative control, brother. Where's he when you need him, brother?"
I don't do the job, Death. Get out of
Ted
here,
Turner
Reaper."
says no, brother, even though he's 96.
Well, let me tell you something, dead man.
I'm not talking about you, Mark.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
But seriously, you guys, thank you for coming on board and making this bigger than what we have to. You remember when 5 years ago we first got started, and then like the first time we ever got 12 plays on one episode. You remember
Yeah.
that?
That was
And
huge
how it
for
was
us.
like,
Like, oh, we got double digits. All right, sweet. Let's keep it going.
yeah, we were like, dude, this is cool. 12
yeah.
people listen, nice. Because we've been here a while now. So, oh, let's answer this question from Duke Slayer 64 before we get into our song of the day. What do you guys think about 80s and 90s GNR demos like Ain't Going Down, Just Another Sunday, and Bring It Back Home? We haven't done Ain't Going Down yet.
No. Was that the one that was on the pinball machine they did in
Yeah.
the mid-90s? Okay. Because I know the instrumental of that was released as part of the Appetite anniversary thing. And I thought, okay, that's cool.
It has vocals. We've got the vocal track.
Yeah,
we have access to it.
Yet to be reviewed. Just Another Sunday was just a random ass demo of Axl on a drum machine, which is like, wait, was he trying to do like a Freddie Mercury solo career at this point? Like,
I didn't know that. Was it really?
I don't know. It's to me, it gave me that vibe of like, yeah, Axl's ditching everyone. I'm just gonna use a drum machine and I'm gonna try and do Freddie Mercury, like no more Mr. Bad Guy or whatever. And that solo album went.
Well, little did we know Chinese democracy, right? Come along. At least Chadem was better.
Oh yeah.
Than that. No. I could have sworn we did Just Another Sunday. I'm looking.
Yeah, we've done that one, and we weren't fans of it. I wasn't a fan of it. Okay, like, it's a demo for a reason. This didn't end up with anything, so.
So we rate all of our songs for everybody that's new here. We rate all of our songs at the end. Chris and I give it between 0 and 5 stars.
And if it's really bad enough, we'll go in the negatives.
I gave Just Another Sunday a 1. No, I gave it a 2, and you gave it a 1, which gives it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
Ain't Going Down. We haven't done that one yet. I don't know.
We haven't got there yet.
Bring It Back Home yet.
I don't see Bring It Back Home. I don't even see Bring It Back Home in our list.
Yeah, so I don't think if we've done it, we haven't added it on that spreadsheet. So.
Well, we need to go check it out and see if it's if Bring It Back Home's an instrumental, we're not gonna.
No,
we won't be
kind of like the Plague. That was just like a 1 minute instrumental, I think.
Well, the Plague is in there, but it'll probably be a shot cast and not a main episode unless it comes up in the wheel spin.
Unless you want to do 2 in 1 or something.
Yeah, we might do something like that with the Plague in the future. But yeah, I mean, I know I like the Plague. I thought it was, it wasn't bad. I mean, from what I can remember about Bring It Back Home, I don't think it was bad either. And I don't think Ain't Going Down is bad. But as far as breaking it down and listening to it and reacting to it and dissecting it like we do on the show. Well, Duke Slayer says he says it does have vocals. So,
right.
So yeah, then Bring It Back Home should be in the wheel. Let me check the wheel. And I'll just confirm And if it's not in there, I'll put it in there right now. But I'm pretty sure it's in there because I feel like it's in the B's. And you know, when we're scrolling through picking a shot cast, sometimes um we have to go. Yeah, bring it back home's in there. Yeah, we just hadn't got to it yet. But yeah, bring it back home is still in the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be listening to that someday soon. I've been working on remastering some of those songs. Well, cool. If you get versions that are better than the demos that are out there, we'd be happy to play those on the show and
Absolutely, get
use
some
it.
cleaner quality stuff.
I like that because then we can focus more on the actual track and not fuck with the quality and not let that be what brings down
Mm-hmm.
some score points in our heads, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be exciting to look forward to way on in the future. And unfortunately, though, when it comes to Bring It Back Home and those other songs, yeah, so we ain't really got much to say. Nothing to say, actually.
Yeah.
And speaking of nothing to say, let's check out our song of the day by Slash featuring M Shadows. This is Nothing to Say from 2000 and was it 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 2010, Slash and Friends. Woohoo. He says he'll send them over when someone. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
Wait, what did he say?
I think it was a countdown. It goes 3, 4.
Okay, because I just heard it 4. I'm going to crank it way up just for that part. Oh, it won't let me rewind? Okay. Oh, well, fuck it. I'm getting some Misfits song intro vibe here.
A little bit, but I feel like it's more metal than like Misfits.
Yeah, but I don't know. It feels very Misfits.
Like, it feels
very,
more like horror punkish, maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting
that
some
kind
macabre.
Of mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like I can easily picture those old school Universal monsters like Frankenstein, Wolfman, the Creature from the Blue Lagoon,
Invisible
Black
Man,
Lagoon.
I think was a part of that.
Yeah, all that shit. I can see black and white horror monster movie imagery flashing.
Walking like those brains.
Yeah,
that's more zombie like. Oh.
Oh, there's a zombie there too, and a mummy because there was a mummy one too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
before
yeah.
Brendan Fraser made it cool. Shout out to the whale.
Yeah. So they're all on their way in my mind in this music video I'm putting together in my mind. They're all on their way to a Slash concert.
Yeah. Or this was 2010. Someone's probably putting anime to the song. So.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Like those dudes that were putting like Linkin Park to their like Dragon Ball Z videos.
Oh, dude, I remember those.
Those are fucking good.
Remember those.
Those are well made.
But that was back in the old days when YouTube was just us making bullshit for each other.
Yeah, that was 15 plus years ago, I think.
Yeah, a lot of Dragon Ball Z footage and Naruto was big back then.
Yeah,
and a lot of them I don't know because I don't watch that much anime.
Mm.
All right, here we go. I feel like this part of the song was written to show that we know who our guest singer is because this has a very Avenged Sevenfold.
It's very like metal. This is a very metal track, and like I'll probably say it at least another 2 or 3 times or listen to this song. But this is like a great mix of Slash's sort of hard rock blues sound with we're getting in that what metal was like in 2010. This was like City of Evil, self-titled sort of Avenged Sevenfold kind of mixed with here's Slash coming into our world and making it his own kind of thing.
So Mason's asking us if we remember the Abridged series on YouTube. I do remember those because one of my favorites was Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Those are hilarious.
Come across that. I don't remember.
Well, what they would do is they take like I don't know what all the other abridged did, but like DBZ abridged, they re they redid all the voices and made it funny. But then they
Oh,
went in
okay.
and added out in sound effects and background music. So
All
like
right.
it felt like you were watching something brand new, but it was
Mhm.
like and it was very edited to be absolutely hilarious. Remember minisodes on YouTube? Did you ever were you around during that era when minisodes were a thing?
I think that sounds familiar. Maybe I've watched so much stuff, like half of my brain just doesn't remember it anymore.
Okay, so minisodes where people would take shows like Different Strokes and The Facts of Life and those old sitcoms,
Mhm.
and they would edit them down from 30 minutes to about 3.
Holy shit.
And
Here's the A plot, and then here's the B plot.
yeah, there wasn't no B plot. There was just it would just get way edited down, and it worked though. Like people got really good at those. I loved minisodes back in the day; those were neat. But I don't think that would ever fly on today's YouTube.
We seem so lost and jaded, well, what a price to pay. Fear can be overstated, and you seem infatuated with finding who's to blame.
Okay, so I hear Slash is doing that what should be like a double bass on the drum, like that. You know
Yeah,
what I
he's
mean?
like going like some furious like palm mute picking. It seems like I think there he's like he got the palm mute. So he's going like up and down with the pick, whatever. There, he's going like fast on that shit. That's very metal.
Oh yeah, this is great. I love this track, man. Are you a big Avenged Sevenfold fan?
I was, yeah, because like around the time I started listening to like a lot of rock music, I was kind of getting into metal then. And I remember that was yeah, Avenged Sevenfold around that time. I remember was like big on MTV. I remember they're like the number one video on TRL for a little bit. Backcountry. I saw that. I was like, oh, this shit's fucking cool.
Yeah, I liked the Beast. I don't like their older stuff where it's all screamy shit. I like that middle era where like they came back and it was like Seize the Day
Yes, that
and
was City of
um,
Evil. That album. I mean, that album was so good. I have like 3 copies of it. I think still.
yeah, that's probably to me that's peak Avenged Sevenfold. If I want to hear Avenged Sevenfold, I'm gonna play something from that
I
record.
mean that, or even the one after the self-titled, I think was really good too.
What was it called?
That was just the self-titled, like the white album there with their Death Bat logo.
Okay.
So that was like Almost Easy, Afterlife, A Little Piece of Heaven, Critical
Oh,
Acclaim.
okay. Yeah. That's a good one too because I do pick out some of those.
Yeah, because I think
It's not a
after
band.
that, yeah, then after that was Nightmare, which was a pretty good album. I think that 3 album run was like insanely good.
Yeah. When we do some more music video watch alongs, we might have to dig into some more Avenged Sevenfold a little
Hell yeah,
bit.
they had some great videos.
That should be fun.
While it can seem so hard now, I got a feeling we ain't meant to live this way. Don't tell me it's too late, 'cause I feel it too. We all love to hate and let others lead the way.
So, facts do we have about this song that we can
Um,
discuss?
there's not much I'll say.
There's
Well,
nothing to say.
no, there's a little bit. I think there's not much, but I can tell you the story of how Slash and M Shadows basically had this collaboration.
All right.
So, according to quote to Slash, there wasn't a lot of conscious thought about what kind of record I was making. I was just pulling all these people together. It was a devil may care kind of thing. Once I started to look at the list of people I'd already worked with, sort of halfway through the record, I had some of my heroes on there, some of my contemporaries, and I wanted to have some young guys. For the song, he was thinking Dave Mustaine would have been great. Thank God that didn't happen. Fuck Dave Mustaine.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't care for him either.
he's a fucking piece of shit. But I didn't want to spin way too much into any one era. Then I thought of Avenged Sevenfold. Unfortunately, him and M Shadow shared the same management, so it's very easy, and it just happened like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he said it's
Nice.
me getting away with something I couldn't do in Velvet Revolver.
I don't think even did Miles ever sing this on when they were live because I didn't hear it if he
Yeah,
did.
I remember hearing a Miles version of this. I believe.
Okay.
I think this was yeah, on like Made in Stoke. I think they played this live on that live
Oh, did they?
album concert. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that. I've got Maiden Stoked. That was one of my
I
go-to
believe
albums.
it was either that or the next live album after that, but
I don't know. I really don't. I don't have a clue. Let's see. Yeah, Mike says Dave's a prick. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck Dave Mustaine. I just don't like him. I don't really care. Oh, wow, I was in Metallica.
Hey guys, remember when I was in Metallica?
Remember when I fucking was a douchebag and basically said, fuck public health?
Name. I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm a serious question. Can you name one good? Let's say something positive. Name one good Megadeth song.
I mean, the only good one I can think of is Peace Cells, and that's it. And maybe Hangar 18. And those are the only two I can name. I don't really give a shit about any of them. Anything else about that band.
I got nothing. So
I mean, one I think was accused of fucking, I don't know, some really bad shit. I mean, Dave Mustaine just doesn't know when to shut up. Yeah, and so I think it's just a band full of pricks. I mean, Dave Mustaine is basically a second-rate, Metallica wannabe. So there you go.
Yeah, you ain't gonna take down that machine with your knockoff
To
version.
sort of rip a quote off of Futurama, Dave Mustaine said, "I'll make my own Metallica, but with blackjack and hookers." You know what? Screw the blackjack and hookers.
Let's get back in. Okay, so yeah, we got to remember we're doing a show because this one's one of those. I just want to listen to the song.
It was a fucking good one.
I'll tell you what. Let's do lyrics.
Lyrics, okay, I got those. We seem so lost and jaded. Well, what a price to pay. Fear can be overstated, and you seem infatuated with finding who's to blame. Oh God, I just quoted a Duff McKagan song.
I
don't
understand it.
I'm Charles.
You seem so lost and faith.
Oh my God, is he from Seattle? No, that's the wrong part of the West Coast. Fuck.
Well, Mama told me that I was dumb. What was that from? Oh, I remember. We did a bit a long time ago, a skit. It was on Storytellers.
Oh yeah, the VH1. Oh my God.
Sometimes we do comedy bits on here.
We gotta follow that up. I think I told you an idea I had for that one.
Oh yeah. Let's talk off air.
He's gonna do. Yeah, I'll remind you off air about that.
Okay. Yeah, please
put it in the
do.
back of my head. Let me get through these lyrics before I die laughing. While it can seem so hard now, I got a feeling we ain't meant to live this way. Don't tell me it's too late, 'cause I feel it too. We all love to hate and let others lead the way. Some searching to find that love with a new peace of mind. And this is the chorus, I believe, here. And still we push further away, singing our songs of yesterday, while so much still stands in our way. Voices with nothing to say.
Right on. It's a powerful message. It's a powerful
It
message. For us, this stuff does CMT Crossroads.
Yeah, him and Shooter Jennings, bro, should just go on.
We'll do him and the Nuge. Duff McKagan getting interviewed by the Nuge.
Yeah, dude, Duff McKagan covering Garth Brooks.
I don't know. I have to get my voice down for Ted Nugent because the only thing I'm thinking of is Alex Jones. Like, okay, let me tell you something, Duff McKagan. All right, the liberals, they want to get out here and they want to stop rock and roll. Okay, because there's a government agenda that's out here trying to stop everything rock and roll from ever happening. Do you think Axl checked out the Sphere when he was in Vegas? I hope so.
I would hope so because listen, somehow Fish has a 4-show residency now at the fucking Sphere.
No.
What? Fish,
Yeah.
a fucking jam band that you get stoned to in the middle of a parking lot?
So I had a thing written down here. We didn't get to it in rock and roll news, but the headline was Fish is going to be doing a residency in Las Vegas Sphere so that everybody who doesn't like good music can attend and get stoned to some pretty cool visuals, I'm sure.
I mean, you won't see many people in the parking lot there because the parking is very expensive right across the sphere. So no pre-party for all you fish heads out there. You know, trading your beads and selling your goddamn drugs.
You won't see many people in the parking lot there because nobody wants to go.
Yeah, or they can afford to go. I mean, look, the average fish fan is probably like broke.
Duke Slayer. America became truly woke when we took the Coke out of Coca-Cola. Yeah, you bunch of pussies. You just can't handle the good old-fashioned Coca-Cola. If you want that, you have to go over here and buy our supplements over at Infowars.com. I can't do that very long.
No, that would hurt my fucking throat.
Yeah, that one hurts to maintain. What was that heavy metal Christmas album? That riff right there made me think of that for some reason. What was it? Carol of the Bells by Metallica.
Did they do a Christmas song? Were they that cheap to do that? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it's really Metallica or if it's something else that they just put a Metallica logo.
Or are we just thinking of the Twisted Sister Christmas album? Maybe.
Oh, hey, there you go. There's a callback. If you're in the Christmas mood and you want to go fall back in our archives, a long time ago we watched Twisted Sister.
I think it was the last year's Christmas special.
Was it last year? Was it just last year?
Was it last year or 2 years ago? I know we did in the last couple of years. We did that watch along of that concert, which was actually pretty good. We had a good time watching it.
I think so, because let's see, we did. What were our Christmas specials so far? There was that DJ Asheville one.
Oh yeah.
Then there was Mistress for Christmas by AC/DC.
Yeah.
Twisted Sister Christmas. One I can't remember. Because this will be our fifth.
I think we did a Shotcast Christmas the first year or something. It was on a Saturday, so we just did like a.
We did Frosty the Snowman by Bumblefoot.
Yeah, there we go. I remember that was one of the first. Yeah, we would do it on a Saturday or just do it on the weekend right before Christmas.
Yeah, and we do have some good news about Christmas coming up because on December 24th, Christmas Eve, unfortunately, sadly, we will not be able to go live that day because once again, Dustin's going to be out of town and Caputo's feeling disappointed in me. So we're going to have
I'm also busy Christmas Eve anyways. I got family coming over, so.
But we do have a Christmas special in the works for you guys that will air on Christmas Eve in our normal time spot. And if we can make it into the comments to the chat, we'll do a premiere, and if we can make it, we'd be happy to be there. We'll love to be there. If not, we'll try to talk to you guys on Discord because that's the best way to get in touch with. Because I will be having my Frost, let's do a Santa sleigh watch along. Not yet, Frost. We've got a place for that coming up, and you know what I mean because you're working with me on that project. Frost,
actually, both of us on that project.
Yeah, Frost is working with us on some stuff we're going to have taped and in the can for next year. There's going to be more new shows coming to this channel. Oh, damn. Got the hiccups all of a sudden. But, let's get back to the song because we ain't even got a fourth of the way through this yet.
Yeah, we just got by the first chorus.
Yeah. You remember when M Shadows had that surgery on his vocal cords?
Yeah, I believe that was it around this time, or I think a little bit after this?
I think it was a little bit before this, wasn't it? Because wasn't that the reason why they don't do the growling vocals anymore with A7X?
Yeah, well, even like their longtime producer, what was his name? Oh, Mudrock. There we go. I think that was a quote. Somebody was quoted on. No. Smacker was in jail. I was going to produce an album from jail. Unless he's producing, Toilet Wine, the album.
Hooch.
Yeah. But no, one of their longtime producer, Mudrock, was like, "Oh, M Shadows had this plan all along, where their first album was going to be, all screaming, whatever. The second album was like half and half, and then City of Evil, the third one, was going to be basically just clean vocals all the way through. So I think that was the plan as well.
Okay.
But also, I think too, even like with all the touring and even him doing all those heavy screaming vocals, that definitely he probably didn't need the surgery for that.
A lot
But
of a
you can
lot
still
of
like do
singers.
some screaming, not as good as before, but you can still do it pretty good when they sing some of the old stuff.
Yeah. Don't a lot of singers have to have a similar surgery? Isn't that a pretty common thing amongst touring bands?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're going hard, 4 out of 7 nights out of the week,
Yeah.
doing this stuff, definitely takes a toll.
It's got to.
Yeah.
We try and compensate through our troubled state that should keep us safe and keep searching more aside.
You'd think they would have got like Zach Vengeance or somebody to also play on this.
That would have been awesome if we had like a Slash Sinister Gates sort of solo off.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be fucking sick. Just to see their two styles sort of clash or like sort of almost complement each other.
Have
I
like
mean,
one of those Guitar Hero style
oh
dueling
hell yeah,
guitar
I would
solos.
love for that to happen, man. 'Cause I mean, like Sinister Gates is honestly like in my top 10 guitars
Yeah,
ever.
that'd be
That dude
epic.
like just shreds so fucking good.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't know why I don't listen to more Avenged Sevenfold because we were sitting here talking about it, and I'm pretty sure I like more songs than I dislike. Okay, so Frost says if it was to remove polyps or nodes from his vocal cords, then yeah, it happens to a lot of singers, especially when they sing incorrectly and do more damage.
That sounds
Okay,
like it probably would have. I think he had to do some stuff like that.
maybe.
Yeah.
Some searching to find that life with a new peace of mind. And still we much further away, singing our songs of yesterday. While so much still stands in our way, voices with nothing to say.
All right, before we get into the solo, what year did Avenged Sevenfold kind of come out onto the scene and start actually making some noise?
Oh, well, if we're talking City of Evil, hang on. I think that was
Is
like,
that about the time they started getting popular?
yeah, that was when they got real huge. Let's
Because I
see.
know I remember Seize the Day and Slither having similar music video. Not Seize the Day, The Beast and the Harlot. I remember The
Yeah,
Beast and the Harlot and Slither having a very similar music videos.
yeah. City of Evil was summer of 2005.
But am I wrong about that? Do you remember the music video to Beast and the Harlot? Wasn't it the same storyline as Slither where the black thing is coming up and taking over people and
No, Slither was different. It wasn't like a CD, like the Velvet Revolver video. It was just them playing in like some club. I don't think anyone was getting possessed in that one.
were they not?
No, I don't think so. We'd have to rewatch that video.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of something else. What am I thinking of? I know. Well, maybe you're right because Bad Rain follows a lot of that
hmm
storyline, but in cartoon form, where people get possessed at a rock show, and all the parent companies were right in the '80s about. It's too bad we didn't have these music videos back when all
Yeah.
those Parents Against Metal and shit before D. Schneider went up to Congress and ripped him a new asshole.
Oh,
Because how funny
thank
would
you, D.
that?
Snyder.
Yeah, how fucking funny would that have been? Like,
Oh.
they would have been showing that music video in court. I mean, like, see all these people getting possessed. This is what really happens.
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of that, the thing about Congress, they're actually making a graphic novel about that.
A graphic. It ain't even serious enough to be put into a real novel. They're
Yeah,
making a
I
fucking
saw something
comic.
about that a couple days ago. It's called "He's Not Gonna Take It," and it was like the story of like D. Snyder standing up to the PMRC. I believe it's gonna be a graphic novel that's coming out very soon, or is maybe soon to be released.
You boys are so goofy. They're going to put you in the funny pages.
Why not? Hey, listen, Guns N' Roses got a graphic novel, an unofficial one, but still.
That was official?
That was?
The comic book series, that 5-issue run.
Yeah, there's another graphic novel one that was. I think I
Or
have
was there?
somewhere here. I gotta find that after.
Huh. Well, let me know because I'd like to see it.
Hmm.
Man, this is epic. Man, I bet. Come on, Slash. Slash is being Slash now. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I bet this was fun on Guitar Hero. Did they ever put this out on Guitar Hero or Rock Band or anything?
Probably as like a downloadable song, not to my knowledge. I don't recall.
Because it looks like it'd be fun.
Oh yeah, hella fun.
Or it sounds like it'd be fun anyway.
Hmm.
Guys, this is the music we need more of right here.
Hmm.
This is the kind of shit. When you say the General is the most metal thing we've ever done, this is kind of what I was envisioning. Something similar, but with more orchestras. And then we get
This.
Daddy Don't. Oh, by the way, if the General does release in December, we are planning on doing an episode of the General. So
We will, yeah. We may do it as a New Year's special. Who knows?
yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but since Caputo let the cat out of the bag, we're planning on doing it as a New Year's special if it releases and it's on YouTube and everything. If not, we'll do it anyway, but we'll just put it on Spotify. So either
good.
way, it sounds all the more reason to head over to gunsandradio.com to find all of our links and subscribe to our Spotify also, because some things you can't get on YouTube. And it's not our fault. It's not because we don't post them, just because YouTube don't want to publish them. So
Yeah.
until they fix that and treat us like one of the preferred content creators, then we're going to keep on Spotify. Spotify's been damn good to us, though.
Oh, absolutely. I can't complain.
Not at all, man. They even pay us right and everything, man.
Oh yeah. We got all that ad money.
Fuck yeah. We like to bathe in it sometimes. That's we have to cash those checks in change to be able to do
Chump
that.
change.
We have to cash them in coins to be able to bathe in them.
Not
but
even Bitcoins, damn it.
I could probably cover a whole foot with the coin if we get it in pennies.
Hell yeah.
That'd be a good place to insert the ad.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause for a second because I want to read Frostbite's comment. He says, this is a good one to show people who try to brag on Slash's skill because he doesn't usually shred or play the most technical. It's not that he can't. He just prefers the more bluesy and emotional stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good point, what Frost is saying there, because this isn't something we hear a lot of out of Slash. And hell, we're 5 years in, and I can't think of anything I would put in the same category as this that we've listened to so far. Because most of it has been either Guns N' Roses or very, very bluesy.
Yeah.
Especially like the Snake Pit stuff. That's got your kind of your Southern Southern man blues feelings
A
to
little
it.
bit, yeah. I mean, lyrically wise.
Yeah, and instrumentally. Especially everything off of that second Snake Pit album.
Yeah. The Rod Jackson album.
Yeah, well, man, I wish Brando would follow up with that guy because I want to know what the fuck ever happened to the solo album of his.
Yeah, we'll find out one way or another. Someone let us know because we've exhausted trying to find out that shit or anything about that. So
maybe we can talk Brando into slipping us a couple of tracks or something.
Yeah, come on, bro. We need some Rod Jackson in our lives.
I know we won't tell.
More Rod.
Don't send them to Rick. I mean. Don't
Rick
send him
will
to
probably
Rick.
pawn him off as or
Oh
try.
no, he won't. He won't get shit out of him. He'll just put them up for everybody.
Oh god.
Man, I fucking love this song.
Classic.
All right, we got the outro. Take us home, Slash. Oh man, this is epic. Nothing to Say by Slash featuring M Shadows is officially in the rearview mirror. And
Oh yeah.
nothing left to do but to give our final thoughts. So we're going to ask you guys in the chat real quick to be typing up your thoughts and final thoughts on this. And we're going to read your comments in just a moment. But first, it's time for each of us to give our final opinions on it first. Who's going to go first this week?
I'm good with either or. I mean, I already know my rating. It's going to be very short and sweet.
All right, well, go ahead and give it to us then.
5 out of 5, because honestly, like the song speaks for itself, and a lot of people in the chat already kind of said what I was gonna say. So, yeah, this song fucking cool, it rules. Slash does metal, and it does it really well. So, give credit to the man where credit is due, and absolutely is due here on this track.
Damn straight, man. And you know what? I'm in a similar boat because my grade was going to be a 5 out of 5 as well. Giving this one a perfect 10. And I don't really got anything else to add other than that. I mean, like you said, Slash did metal. He did it well. M Shadows is on point. What a hell of a fucking tag team.
Yeah, it's a great collaboration, especially because I think like M Shadows, I think was hugely inspired by Guns N' Roses as well. So he like knows what he's working with. I guess he admires the talent behind the songs as well. And I think he even quoted saying that was a very like effortless collaboration between the two. Like Shadows would throw his ideas in, and Slash was working with his sort of ideas. It was a good blend of both of their kind of worlds, you know.
All right, before we move on, I'm going to add an extra accolade to this. Now, I should have a trophy over here to break out, but the trophy I unfortunately don't have right now. So we're going to add the Gold Star Award. And let me explain how this works. The Gold Star Award is something that we're going to give the top of the top of the top. To even qualify, the song must get a perfect 10 from everybody reviewing it on the show, or at least a perfect score from everybody. And so with that, Caputo is what I'm going to ask you to do is get your answer ready. Normally, we'd probably write this down in the future. Get your fist out. Get your fist out. And then we're going to do 3, 2, 1 and give it either a thumbs up or a thumbs down to give it this extra star. Okay.
All right.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I don't want to give it the extra star because I feel like it's not. I feel like I know what songs we would probably give that to, like "Welcome to the Jungle."
We'd save it for more of the GNR catalog, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say if we were to go back in hindsight, I think we would probably agree to give it to like "Welcome to the Jungle" for sure.
Most
probably,
of Appetite, like
probably there was a time.
Yeah.
Maybe My Michelle, but I think it's still a perfect score. Don't get me wrong, and it's still an amazing song. But I think a perfect 10 is quite quite the
That's awesome, man.
achievement.
You can't ask for more than that.
All right, so let's read some of you guys' feedback on the song. Frost says he's giving it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a good song, but it's not his preferred style. He's not an A7X fan, but it's cool to hear Slash do something different. And it's better than the alternate version of the song, Chains and Shackles. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, there is an alternate version of the song with a different singer, and the lyrics are totally different.
Oh,
And I think
well,
it was
shit.
released as some like bonus track on one of the 74 different versions of this album.
Shotcast Saturday?
I'm down.
There we go. Thank
We can
you.
compare and contrast, yeah.
Yeah. So tune in on Saturday because now we know what we're listening to on Saturday.
Fuck
And
yeah.
Mike says he wasn't expecting that. Nice.
Nice.
It was a perfect score
Nice.
song.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like once we got this one in the wheel last week, I was like, yeah, this is definitely going to be a 5 out of 5 from both of us.
I didn't know I was going to give it a 5 out of 5. I will say that because I had forgotten just how much I loved this this track. Up
Yeah,
until the point that we're
this is one of
listening.
my personal favorites, I'd say, from this this solo album. Like this one, I'd say Back from Cali is one I listen to a lot.
Mhm.
I remember back when I had this on my iPod. Yeah,
Yeah,
on my iPod Touch. Yes, those 2010s would have been in probably like 9th grade or 10th grade or something.
No, I was listening to this on the old iPod too.
Yeah, brother. Oh, that iPod Touch probably was like first or second gen.
The good old days, man.
Remember you had to sync your music with a
Oh,
cable?
I hated that. I was so glad when I got an iPhone and I could just buy the shit because that was the thing. iTunes did was it made it easier to pay for it than it did to fuck with trying to bootleg it. That's why I'm saying convenience has to win.
Yeah,
Like it has to be more convenient to stop that shit. Mike says 3.5 is fair, and Frost says I downloaded it on my iPod too.
I was gonna say, Frost, he's like my generation, so
yeah, I forget he's not like okay, so I forget you and he are the same age. I forget
similar.
That you and I.
Yeah, I got 2 years on him, so
yeah. How old are you? 29.
8. Well, yeah, I'm going on 29 next year.
Okay, well, 28, 20-ish, 20 something. I'm 37. I'm the old fuck here. Oh, Simber Tuber's here. Simber gives it a 5 out of 5. I've always liked this one a lot since 2010.
I did too. I think especially because this was during that, again, like I said previously in the episode, that big 3-album run from Avenged Sevenfold. You had Sea of Evil, the self-titled, then Nightmare 2. This was right in the middle of that big 3-album run they had, and this was like cherry on top.
Yeah, it was like before the wheels fell off of that train.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, before I think then Hails of the King came out, and that was like, that was okay. It wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I mean, the title track was okay.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, look, Avenged Sevenfold is trying to sound like Iron Maiden now. Okay, cool. I don't know. It's like, whatever.
But the question remains, can we continue this good luck streak? Will we think as equally epic next week on the show?
Hopefully, man. I'm hoping for some more Slash, so we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Let's try to put some shit out in the Slash part of the cosmos, man.
Maybe one more GNR song for the end of the year. Why not?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't care for the demo, just one more at least.
Yeah, give us something, Will. Let's see what you got for us.
A song for you. The Living.
Well, we shouldn't have spoke too soon.
Well, I mean, we did review one.
Well, yeah, The Living has been good.
The one song reviewed on Shotcast about a month ago was like, oh wow, this is the most punk rock Duff McKagan ever sounded in, his 60 years of existence on this planet.
Yeah, what did I give The Living? Let me see. Let's see.
We get pretty good ratings. Yeah.
Oh, we've only done one. Yeah, it got
Life is a Terror. Yeah.
It got a 6.5 out of 10, so
that's pretty decent. I mean, that was very that's pretty good. I mean, Frost says I haven't listened to that album yet. I would say if you like sort of that 80s punk, it kind of reminds me of early Misfits with like without more just sans the horror elements.
Yeah.
A little bit of Ramon style in there. A lot of like that 80s punk where it's very fast paced and it's over in like 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Right. But before we go, there is one more piece of business I want to talk about over on our YouTube channel.
Ooh.
We're asking yo ass, that's you, to go and name this motherfucker here, this little bastard here. So if you've noticed, our cover art has been featuring this mascot. It is because it's, I don't know, it's easier to generate with AI. So we created a mascot to be in our cover art. And we are asking you to name this guy.
Yeah, we're like Iron Maiden. We're going to sue anyone who tries to copy this or use its name. So fuck you.
And so over in our Discord, we started the conversation. We started the thread. And then I went through and picked out my 4 favorite ones, which are as follows. Not in no particular order. Scully Bones McGee, Mr. Bones, Mr. Effin' Bonestone, or Larry.
Larry.
So those are your
Was
choices.
he CM Punk's dog?
Yeah. So head over to, if you're on YouTube, head over to the community section.
I think Semperture's got a good one here too.
Shackler, I've already made the poll.
I mean, if we put some chains around him, he could be the Shackler. That'd be his wrestling gimmick.
We'll make him like Jacob Marley or some shit from the.
Yeah. Listen, Danny DeVito has the Trash Man. Our mascot's going to be the Shackler when it comes to a wrestling themed episode. Bubbles is the Green Bastard. We have the Shackler.
I forgot about that. But yeah, head over to the community section of our YouTube channel to vote and let us know what you think about that. And be sure to head over to gunsandradio.com and get your free invite to get all up in our Discord, where you can stay in touch with Caputo and myself all week long.
And the rest of our gang there.
Yeah, as well as the regular cast of Misfits that are in our Discord. Probably up to some debauchery as we speak, because I'm seeing my Discord flash a lot.
Oh, I'm seeing some. There's
I'm just choosing to ignore it until we're off the air, because I can't Discord and do the show at the same time. I get
don't Discord and podcast, kids.
Yeah. So, but it'll sure be interesting to see what you guys are up to over there. So if you're not in our Discord yet, then head over to gunsandраdio.com, get your free invite, and join us over there. And we're going to continue this conversation. We'll continue talking about songs. Talk about anything you want to talk about over there.
Oh yeah.
In our unfiltered, uncensored. Oh yeah. It's all raw and shit.
Raw.
But,
raw like it's 97, baby.
That's right, baby. Woo!
Warzone.
Oh, yeah. But for now, it's time for us to bid you adieu and go home. Actually, we're not going anywhere. We're going to tape Shotcast for this week. But if you want to get Shotcast as soon as it's available, then there's good news, because the paid version of our Spotify now features Shotcast Saturday, available as soon as it's done recording. So head over to Spotify. If you join for $1.99 a month, you get Shotcast as soon as it's done and uploaded. You get it early. So yeah, that's some exciting stuff. As well as when we post pre-recorded episodes, we always post those up early in that section too. So
yeah, it's only $1.99 a month. So give us a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it'd be great. We drink coffee. Can you tell we've had coffee at 8?
Oh, if I have it too late, I'm screwed.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. We're glad you all came in. Thank you for making our year Spotify, and we hope that you guys will all still be with us by this time next year. And until next time, I'm Dustin Bones.
And I'm Chris Caputo. We got nothing left to say this week, so we'll see you Saturday for some Shotcast Saturday. So peace.